With a workforce now numbering around 200, Hocker Polytechnik has been designing, building and installing air conditioning and waste disposal systems for the corrugated paper and packaging industry ever since 1962. Hocker Polytechnik stands for optimum production conditions, clean air at the workplace and reduced energy costs. Our production program consists of small exhaust systems for medium-sized and large plants with an air volume of more than 300,000 cubic meters per hour. Hocker Polytechnik has specialized in the disposal of production waste in the corrugated paper and packaging industry for more than 40 years now. With a market share of over 70%, Hocker Polytechnik is the industry's market leader. Renowned companies worldwide apply systems from Hocker Polytechnik. Hocker Polytechnik offers a complete waste disposal concept, from trim extraction to the total removal of waste from converting machines with belt conveyors and shredding units for large-size waste and cores, and including balers. The heart of any corrugated paper mill is the corrugator. Increasingly high production speeds of up to 400 meters per minute place major demands on machine technology. Disposal of the trims that occur calls for greater and greater capacities. Hocker Polytechnik has always adapted to these growing demands. Specially developed fans efficiently suction off all trims up to a width of 120 millimeters and shred them without the use of cutters. These special fans stand out through low wear and tear and a long service life. Installation usually takes place in a pit under the corrugator, so that the trims can be fed directly to the fan. Naturally, to reduce noise emissions, the fans are fitted with sound insulation. Intermediate trims that occur with an order change and other formats that have to be discharged are removed from the machine via belts. They can then be collected or shredded on the spot and transported to the baler. Developed for shredding large-size paper and cardboard waste as well as cores, the PHS-type shredder has been installed in hundreds of corrugated paper mills. It's based on the shear and shred principle. The different rotational speeds of the shredding shafts ensure an optimum result. The shredder stands out through low operational noise and low wear and tear. This is guaranteed through a low circumferential speed and non-contact meshing of the cutters. The shafts turn contra-rotationally. The integrated core shredding device is a new development. It enables cores with a diameter of up to 155 millimeters and a maximum wall thickness of 30 millimeters to be shredded. The cores are fed to the cutters automatically by a special feed device. Besides cores and corrugated paper, the system can also shred dismantled paper up to a thickness of 20 millimeters. Besides planning and building complete systems, the company also develops special machines for specific applications. One example of this is the PHH 220 type shredder, which was designed for shredding cores with a diameter of up to 220 millimeters and a maximum wall thickness of 40 millimeters and preparing them for baling. Each core is inserted via a magazine and fed to the cutting device automatically. It takes only about 14 seconds to shred a core with a length of 2.4 meters. The orders produced by the corrugator are fed to the converting machine by belt conveyors. As in this case, for example, high-quality packaging is manufactured on a high-performance die cutter. The die cuts that occur in processing are fed to a belt conveyor system and removed. Central belt transport systems are the most cost-favorable solution for fully automated waste disposal. Belts, specially developed for transporting corrugated paper waste, are installed beneath the converting machines. It's important to ensure that the belts are of an adequate size and are easily accessible. With this design, single-length belt systems up to a conveying distance of 150 meters are feasible. Metal detectors can be installed for identifying any metallic foreign bodies being transported. They switch off the belt system automatically to prevent damage to downstream fans or shredders. The waste collected over the entire production process is fed to a baler via an up conveyor. Large surface production waste can also be handled here. If the baler cannot be fed directly from the belt, the waste can be shredded in a shredder downstream from the belt system. Waste that has been prepared for baling is blown by a fan into a separator specially developed by Hocker Polytechnik. Here, the material is separated from the air and fed into the baler's storage room under almost zero pressure. In the baler, the waste is compacted into bales and tied fully automatically. The dust-laden conveying air in the separator is blown into a downstream filter unit, where the air is cleaned via special filter tubes. The filter tubes themselves are cleaned by means of a vibration motor, which shakes out the dust. This form of cleaning can only take place in downtimes in a pressure-free state. In continuous operation, the tubes are cleaned with jets of compressed air. Tied fully automatically, the bales are ejected from the baler. Weighing an average of 400 to 500 kilograms each, they can be stacked. The bales are used in paper mills as recycling material. Belt disposal is not possible at all production sites. Then the waste has to be removed pneumatically. Hocker Polytechnik has developed special shredders for shredding large size or bulky waste for reliable transportation in pipes. Size and capacity are adapted to the respective production machines and the volume of waste. The shredders function in line with the tearing principle. A shaft with spirally arranged tearing bars runs through a special back holder, and in doing so, shreds the material that is fed in continuously. Depending on the size of the waste, pneumatic suction can also take place directly, without shredding, via adapted material traps. At all events, Hocker Polytechnik ensures clean workplaces and finished products of high quality. The shredded material is fed to the separator via a pipe network, which is specially calculated and designed for each customer. In this unit, the production waste is separated according to type and fed to a container system with stationary compactors. Large surface waste can be fed to the various containers via a lifting and tipping device. The dust-laden conveying air is cleaned in the downstream filter unit and fed to the production rooms in order to save energy. The heart of the waste disposal plant is the Hocker Polytechnik PMA-type separator, which is protected by a European patent. This is a model. One special feature is the modified rotary airlock, with permanent self-cleaning for safe and continuous operation. Waste and dusty air are fed into the separator. Coarse material is removed via the integrated rotary airlock. The dusty air is cleaned in a downstream filter plant. Hocker Polytechnik has developed this principle further, incorporated its experience with new developments, and extended its technical expertise. Today, Hocker Polytechnik separators are operated mainly with negative pressure. The fans are installed behind the separator and suck the waste into it. The advantages are obvious. The negative pressure in the baler storage room prevents dust emission. The result, clean air. What's more, since the waste material no longer has to be fed through the fan, large capacity fans with a high efficiency factor can be used. That saves energy. Because of their design, fans for conveying material have an efficiency factor of between 50 and 55%. Arranging the fans behind the separator increases this efficiency factor to 75%. This alone reduces power consumption by 25 to 30%. This waste disposal plant in a large corrugated paper mill has an air volume of 160,000 cubic meters per hour and a fan output of 160 kilowatts. This technology has enabled power consumption to be reduced by about 30%. With this negative pressure unit, it becomes clear that a Hocker Polytechnik waste disposal plant with an air volume of 70,000 cubic meters per hour and a baler can be installed with minimal space requirements. But there's even more to the Hocker Polytechnik savings program. Energy consumption is drastically reduced even further through the use of Hocker Polytechnik control systems. A polytronic frequency converter, specially developed for air conditioning, enables the power consumption of the exhaust fans to be adjusted exactly to the respective air volume requirement. To sum up, the advantages for negative pressure operation are as follows. 1. Energy savings of up to 50%. 2. Dust-free baler operation. 3. Less noise, reduced sound insulation. And 4. Less wear and tear, no fire risk. Another area of application for Hocker Polytechnik products is the removal of dust from the air in vacuum inserts and vacuum transport with regard to die cutting and printing machines for the manufacture of high-grade packaging. The dust is collected in bins specially furnished with dust bags and can thus be removed with ease. Briquetting represents another possibility for dust removal. It reduces the volume to about 1/10. The workload and disposal costs are also greatly reduced. The experience and expertise of Hocker Polytechnik extend from suction cleaning to shredding, from conveying to baling, from belt conveyor systems to fully automatic disposal systems with an air volume of several 100,000 cubic meters per hour. Planning, production and installation from one source. Hocker Polytechnik, always one idea ahead. A company philosophy we never lose sight of.